Good evening. If everyone would please remain standing as we honor our nation and country with the playing of our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Please be seated. Again, good evening. I am Stephen Miller, and it is my extreme honor and privilege to serve as principal here at Raymore-Peculiar High School. I would like to welcome each of you to our commencement ceremony tonight for our seniors of the class of 2020. And what I was going to say was most definitely the hottest ceremony ever, but it's actually a pretty nice night, so I'll save that one for tomorrow night. All kidding aside, we are so very thankful to have all of our guests join us this evening, and we are so very happy that we are finally able to bring our seniors back to campus. We ask that you please remember this as a ceremony to honor the graduating seniors of the class of 2020, and it is our sincerest hope that all guests will act in a dignified manner that is appropriate for the significance of this occasion. Please be respectful, not only for the sake of the graduates who have worked incredibly hard to reach this culminating moment, but also for the guests who are here to support and celebrate their family members and friends on this momentous occasion. We are also asking that all guests please continue to wear a face covering at all times out of courtesy for the well-being of all individuals in attendance. Thank you again, and thank you so much for your understanding. At this time, we would normally begin our ceremony by having the senior ensemble perform. However, in light of the current situation regarding COVID-19 and the many factors that must be taken into consideration, the difficult decision was made by Mr. Rue and myself to forego any singing at this year's commencement ceremony. Therefore, instead, I would like to begin our ceremony by introducing to the podium our new superintendent of schools for the Raymore-Peculiar School District, Dr. Michael Slagle.
Good evening. Before I share a few comments this evening, I'd like to introduce the Ray-Pec Board of Education and others seated on the stage behind me. Please hold your applause until all have been introduced. Members of the Ray-Pec Board of Education include President Ruth Johnson, Vice President Paul Kaufman, Board members Aaron Howlett, Ashley Jones, Billy King, and Bill Lowe. From the Missouri Board of Education this evening, Board member Kim Bailey. In addition, seated behind me, Principal Stephen Miller, as well as Principal of the Ray-Pec Academy, James Brown. Let's give them a round of applause. On behalf of the Board of Education of the Raymore-Peculiar School District, the Ray-Pec administration, your teachers and staff, along with former Superintendent Dr. Kerry Monsis, who is unable to be here tonight, but wanted to send his congratulations to you. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. Parents, guardians, Caregivers, this is a big day for your sons and daughters. Congratulations to you as a family on this magnificent moment. And students of the class of 2020, needless to say, this has been a most interesting year. You are to be commended for your resiliency and your perseverance. The end to your high school careers was anything but normal. You have handled all of that have come your way with grace and patience, and the learning that you've experienced because of what you had to overcome with adversity and uncertainty during the past several months will serve you well throughout the rest of your lives. Seize the opportunities ahead of you. There will be many. And never forget that each and every one of you is created to flourish. Congratulations on your graduation this evening. You have certainly earned this moment to be honored. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Slagle. At this point in our ceremony, we would like to take the opportunity to honor the outstanding academic achievement of the top students in the senior class of 2020. We will begin by recognizing the IB Diploma Candidates. 9 years ago, the Raymore-Peculiar School District began laying the groundwork to bring the International Baccalaureate program to the high school setting. After extensive planning, preparation, and training, those plans have now come to fruition, and we will be honoring our third cohort of students who have successfully completed Raymore-Peculiar's IB Diploma program. For the past 2 years, these students, who we will be recognizing this evening, have worked diligently to reach the highest levels of academic excellence. They've taken at least 6 multi-year IB courses, have written and submitted a 4,000-word research essay, and have taken an extensive number of internal assessments. No doubt they've accomplished something special, and I'm very proud to recognize them this evening for their achievements. We'll be recognizing and reading the names of all of our diploma candidates this evening, but would ask that students who are in attendance this session please stand when your name is called, and remain standing until we have read all diploma candidates. In alphabetical order, Alec Hereford, Luke Hill, Aiden Payne, Abigail Prince, Ella Schnacky, Jay Schroeder, Zoe Schreiner, Devin Tillowin, Sasha Trujillo Fernandez, Taya White, and Larissa Ratney, our IB Diploma candidates. A round of applause. We will now honor those students who have qualified for recognition as the top 10 members of the senior class. This distinction has been earned by these students through maintaining one of the 10 highest weighted grade point averages over 8 semesters of their high school careers. As previously done with our IB Diploma candidates, we will be reading the names of all top 10 students. Would those students in attendance please stand when your name is called? Number 10, Taya White. Number 9, Taylor Hermsmeyer. Number 8, Larissa Ratney. Number 7, Tyler Swift. Number 6, Philip Nelson. Number 5, Jay Schroeder. Number 4, Robert Squires. And number 3, Zoe Schreiner. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have one more round of applause for our students 3 through 10. You may be seated. And now to our valedictorian and salutatorian for the class of 2020. To gain the honor of class valedictorian and salutatorian, students must challenge themselves daily, must push themselves beyond the normal limits, and must never let themselves be satisfied with anything but the very best. Oftentimes, this requires many sacrifices and commitments that the normal student is not willing to undertake. And make no mistake about it, the pursuit of academic excellence does not come without a price. There are the many sleepless nights of studying, the constant stress about upcoming exams, and the endless attempts to improve papers and assignments that are already of outstanding quality. So it is with great pride and admiration that I recognize both of these students for their outstanding dedication and accomplishment. Tonight, our salutatorian will be delivering an address for this ceremony, while our valedictorian will be delivering an address in tomorrow night's ceremony. Without further ado, please join me in welcoming to the stage the salutatorian of the senior class of 2020, Mr. Alec Hereford. Alec is the son of Alan and Lori Hereford. Would Alec's parents please stand for recognition as well?
Things that coronavirus took away from us that we'll never get back. An acronym. C-O-R-O-N-A. C is for chicken sandwich. Forever, one of my biggest regrets in life will be not ordering a spicy chicken patty on that last Thursday before spring break. I had no clue that it would have been my last. Parents and family, if you have never had a Ray-Pec spicy chicken patty from the snack bar line, you'll just never understand. By far the most consistent and delicious item you can get. O is for old-fashioned spicy chicken patty. Now, I promise that these won't all be about lunch items, but if you are a true Ray-Pec spicy chicken patty consumer, you know that the old style was the ultimate choice. The new one's still good, but the old one's on a whole nother level. R is for reading. This doesn't have to do with Corona. I just haven't read a book since it happened. I'm sorry, Mr. Beneke. I'll promise I'll read another one. O is for obnoxious freshmen standing in huge groups at the top of the stairs. No longer will the freshmen be allowed to stand in huge clumps for no reason. I always knew it was a health hazard. This will be by far the best result of Corona. Seniors next year will no longer have to worry about crossing that giant horde to get to their next class. N is for no parade, no celebration. This one hurts. Not much to say here. Something all of us were looking forward to that just can't be replicated. And finally, A is for a normal end to senior year. Never in a million years would I have expected our final 3 months of high school to go like this. Never in a million years would I expect life to be like this. What was supposed to be the end of one chapter and the beginning of another in our life has been delayed, transformed, and in most ways diminished to nothing. More than 141,000 people have died of this pandemic in the U.S. alone. That's more than the total amount of American lives lost in World War I. While it feels like we've been cheated out of a normal end to our senior year, we must understand how lucky we really are. Things that coronavirus will never take away from us. An acronym. C is for caring family. If there's one thing I've learned most in these last few months, it's that time spent with family is worth every second. A little story about my father. My father dropped out of high school not once, but 2 times, and he never finished. And yet here I am today. Despite never learning how to calculate the area of a vector or the ability to form a thesis, he is still the smartest man I have ever met. He cares for our family more than anything else. Despite rarely being able to help me with my homework, he taught me what it meant to care, to put forward my best effort, and to block out any distractions. He's the best inspiration I could have asked for. Mom, Dad, Sydney, Jace, you're my everything. Coronavirus will never be able to take that bond away. The ones that truly care for you will stick with you for your entirety. O is for old memories. We may have lost these last few months, but the memories I've made for you all, with you all in these past 13 years won't fade. And they'll never cease to make me smile. R is for reading, Yes, Mr. Beneke, that was a joke earlier. I'm sorry. I will read at least one more. O is for outstanding teachers. I've been at Ray-Pec since kindergarten, and some of my greatest role models in life have been the educators who make this school district great. From their unique personalities to their outstanding work in the classroom, I'm truly thankful for your dedication and commitment to our growth as individuals. N is for never giving up. You know, who knows what our future holds, what other disasters we'll experience along the way, but we'll never quit. Every day is a blessing. Don't take it for granted. You'll never know when it'll be your last. A is for a bright future ahead. If there's one thing the class of 2020 knows, it's how to overcome adversity. From beating undefeated Liberty North to win the football district championship, to state championships in cross-country, cheerleading, and theater, it's not hard to see that this class is really something special. I know that you all will achieve amazing accomplishments in your life, no matter the circumstances. Thank you all for an incredible 13 years. I cannot wait to see what the future holds. Thank you.
Thank you, Alec. At this time, I would like to recognize the valedictorian for the class of 2020, even though she will not be delivering her address until tomorrow evening. The valedictorian for the class of 2020 is Miss Ella Schnocky. Again, congratulations to all of our top 10 students. Graduates from the class of 2020, there is little doubt that you've had an exceptional year and an exceptional career. As a collective group, members of the class of 2020 has and or will earn the potential and tuition savings of $4,992,579 in renewable awards and scholarships. The class of 2020 boasts 201 individuals who received a financial award, 170 A-plus qualifiers, 41 George Washington Carver recipients, 18 Bright Flight Scholars, and 11 IB Diploma Candidates. The class of 2020 has also excelled in both co-curricular and extracurricular activities, having earned a myriad of recognition and titles at the conference, district, and state levels. Without question, this is a special group of students with outstanding commitment and perseverance. A perseverance that has taken on an additional significance in light of the circumstances that surround us today. The class of 2020, you should be very proud of yourself for your accomplishments, for that perseverance, and for everything you've done to get here this evening. I very much look forward to seeing what lies ahead for each and every one of you. Would the prospective graduates from the class of 2020 please stand? That means you. Dr. Slagle and members of the Board of Education, the students standing before you this evening have met the graduation requirements as set forth by the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education and the Raymore-Peculiar School District. As such, I present these students to you as members of the 60th graduating class of Raymore-Peculiar High School and ask that they be awarded their diplomas this evening.
By the authority that has been entrusted to me from the Missouri Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, it is with great pleasure as the President of the Board of Education for the Raymore-Peculiar School District that I hereby declare each of you graduates of Raymore-Peculiar High School, Class of 2020. Congratulations. Please be seated.
We will now have the awarding of the diplomas. As the graduates' names are being called this evening, we respectfully ask that the audience members keep your applause and jubilation to a minimum so that all guests will be afforded the opportunity to hear the name of their family member or friend being read. Thank you in advance for abiding by this request. Would the first row of graduates please stand and make your way to the stage for the diploma presentation.
Jennifer, oh, is that good? Okay. Jennifer Shishari Aguilera.
Jacob Warren Collins.
That's okay. We'll figure it out. Molly Nicole Lohman.
Rafe Michael Bell.
Noah Jeffrey Adams.
Danielle Lachey Iverson.
Brielle Elise Gines.
Marissa Ann Dick.
Jordan Matthew Germain.
Andrew Patrick Lubert.
Dylan Robert De Leon.
Jackson Anthony Hilzebeck.
Dylan Lee Cheatham.
Alec Robert Hereford.
Chandler Dayton Brennicky.
Alexis Brennan Carver.
Alexis Lynette Osler.
Hudson Timothy Bailey.
Spencer Reeve Harris.
Robert Anthony Keys.
Taylor Catherine Hermsmeyer.
Riley Dawn Blake.
Amy Beth Fish.
Jenny Jo Cobb.
Alani Michelle Dels.
Peyton Rashawn Balfour.
Arissa Kindlin Carpenter.
Kirsten Ann Finch.
Cameron Wilson Lowe.
Trevor Brian Gray.
Conley Joel Barnfine.
Colin Michael Burdick.
Dalton Thomas Francie.
Peyton Marie Cohen.
Sarah Christine Espinoza.
Madison Elaine Frankie Hunter.
Alyssa Marie Johnston.
Jace Alexander Domer Bleed.
Megan Marie Allen.
Amy Elizabeth Fleek.
Caleb Lewis Francis Walker.
Spencer James Ferguson.
Lucas James Hobbs.
Caitlin Marie Lewis.
Carson Tyler Eve.
Willow Elizabeth Drake.
Hannah Marie DeForest.
Grayson Margaret Cloth.
Hunter Michael Hatfield.
Micah Lee Baird.
Matthew Dwayne Harrison.
Eden Elaine Highland.
Catherine Marina Lagus.
Sophia Renee Cummings.
Alyssa Lynn King.
Cameron Allen Kobilnik.
Desmond Buster Lee Smitty.
Austin Michael King.
Jacob Dean Craig.
Elias Gavin Barrera.
Owen Matthew Ellis.
Seth Joseph Kelly.
Isabel Rose Coda.
James William Fortman.
Tabitha Lynn Gaither.
Anaya Sine Cole.
Bryce David Hennessy.
Asa Stone Cottingham.
Lucas Joseph Long.
Garrett Kevin LaBelle.
Micah Anthony Floyd.
Jessica Nicole Long.
Curtis Daniel Large.
Jacob Mason Carter.
Jackson Ethan Fogel.
Nicholas Lee Brown.
Alero Santasia Ashambi.
Eden Angel Craig.
Alyssa Janelle Harmon.
Sterling Clifford Logan.
Cameron Lane Leftwich.
Peyton Harrison Ball.
Abigail Rose Ball.
Brianne Elizabeth Gaither.
Madeline Marie Hart.
Garrett Charles Blanchard.
Dayana J. Lamaster.
Kiera Nicole Granger.
Trinity Love Gilbert.
Carson Matthew Dobrin.
Casey Renee Kinder.
Haley Louise Giles.
Sierra Dawn Gardner.
Kendra Elise Hacker.
Levi Chance Bradley.
Christopher Adam Doss.
Tiajane Yanni Brewer Hill.
Ivory Faith Coleman.
Leanne Marie Haig.
Joshua James Camp.
John Garrison Comley.
Aaron Robert Collinsworth.
Austin Shaylin Beck.
Braden Udell Carruthers.
Anessa Renee Johnston.
Scott Gabriel Clark.
Brooke Riley Doherty.
Claude Courtney Draffin.
Diamonds Maishawn King.
Joseph Nathaniel Graber.
Raylan Autumn Kirchhoff.
Whitney Ellen Bowl.
Celinda Faith Hefner.
Tyler Christian Brundage.
Vincent Bernard Como.
William Lewis Bosley.
Cameron Michael Cornelius.
Jackson Thomas Hurley.
Bailey Nicole Allchurch.
Abigail Jordan England.
Casey Michelle Collins.
Declan Albert Dooley.
Matthew D. Carter.
Jaden Avery Compton.
Jasmine Humble.
Anmol Ayub Chaudhry.
Abigail Dawn Kuntz.
Dimitri Angelo Brown.
Kaylee Beth Houston.
Hallie Nicole Hallman.
Angel D. Harding.
Wyatt James Harding.
Haley Marie Lust.
Alexandria Hope Irvin.
Sean Courtney.
Aubrey Christine Brown.
Jenna Rose Bundy.
Tyler Edward Jackman.
Nicholas Allen Heim.
Logan James Bennett.
Jalen Hannah Marie Lewis.
Jade Mignon Buford.
Chloe Janae Clark.
Courtney Harrison.
Aspen Michael Green.
Jillian Marie Kaiser.
Brittany Nicole Davis.
Jenna Rose Gabriel.
Corey Jean Ashburn.
Carly Grace Johnson.
Emily Lenora Beheimer.
Rebecca Dawn Glass.
Nolan Richard Gora.
Gage Allen Elmore.
Tyler James LeBoy.
Blake Anthony Biondo.
George Wolfgang Christensen.
Brandon Isaac Chimmel.
Jaden Lee Lastly.
Nora Pauline Burleson.
Caitlin Ranny Ebert.
Jaden Dawn Marie Callan.
Brandon Andre Cameron Ford.
Raymond Lee Harris Jr.
Angeline Diane Dickey.
Megan Elizabeth Allen.
Emma Shea Hafner.
Macy Lynn Hafner.
Lillian Claire Kirby.
Cosmolino Costanzo.
Abby Lynn Conway.
Seth Thomas Furwalt.
Luke Dylan Hill.
Zarin Singh Jathal.
Jason Devion Kirkland.
Yvonne Carter.
Kristen Lynn Kazmaier.
Austin James Armilio.
Madison Michelle Court.
Jillian Marie Humke.
Please join me in congratulating our new graduates one more time. At this time, I would like to welcome the executive class. At this time, I would like to welcome the executive class officers of Marissa Dick, Grayson Cloth, and Bailey Troutman to the podium for the changing of the tassel.
Graduates, please stand.
The turning of the tassel symbolizes our transition from student to graduate of Raymore-Peculiar High School.
With this act, we pledge to strive for success, to improve the lives of others, and to leave the world a better place.
Class of 2020, our year has been unpredictable, crazy, and emotional. Yet here today we are still standing. Fellow graduates, at this time, we ask you to move your tassels from right to left. Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it!
Graduates, if you will just please remain standing. Graduates of the class of 2020, today is a day to reflect upon your past, to celebrate your current successes and accomplishments, and to move forward into a new chapter of your life. I truly hope that each of you have the courage not only to pursue your dreams, but also to make your dreams a reality. Although there's much advice that I would like to impart to you this evening, I will keep my comments brief and simply let the lyrics from Thomas Rhett's current hit single offer my thoughts. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Oh, don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. Graduates, you've been an outstanding class, and on behalf of Ray-Pec High School and the entire Raymore-Peculiar communities, I would like to personally thank you for your hard work, for your commitment, for your dedication, and most certainly for your perseverance. Good luck to you, and please know that I wish each one of you all of life's best. May your light always shine bright, and may you always remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I present to you the graduates of the class of 2020. Social distancing went out the window. Again, graduates, congratulations. I wish you all the best, and I would like to thank everyone for attending this evening. Audience members, if you would please remain in the bleachers until all of our graduates have made their way from the field during the recessional to Sam's song. Again, good evening.